that we want to really make crystal clear today, that my role as a listing agent and my role right now is not changing. If anything, I'm always in listing obsession mode. That will never change and ever hasn't changed.
Going once, going twice, sold. You're listening to the Property Pod.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Property Pod, your weekly engagement into real estate here in the Hobart Marketplace. I'm your host, Aaron Horn, and it gives me pleasure to be back on the mics. It's been a red-hot minute. Apologies to anyone that does want to check in weekly, because it's been almost bi-weekly the last few months, so we apologise for the delay in the show. But I am joined today by Patrick Berry, King of Property at 414. Woo-hoo. How you doing? And the Queen herself is sitting in Johnny Mac's seat, Suz Wiltshire.
Upgrade it.
Big shoes to fill, guys.
I wouldn't say that, Suz. You've seen this show.
Hopefully I'll do him proud.
No, look, thank you so much for coming in, Suz. We were just saying off mic before, it's been a red hot minute since we've had you in here, and we don't even know why.
I think, it's not through lack of trying to get in here. I feel like I keep putting my hand up, and it's like.
Look, I would say that it is due to the immense amount of work that you have done since you've been here, where you don't look like you have a moment to breathe, because there's people coming in and you're always coming in to Pat. I've got a new one. New listing.
This one was listed.
So it has been, crazy town since you've joined us, and
I think the last time we were in here, it was really exciting because we were just doing our 3 months of stats, and that was 6 months ago.
That was 6 months ago since the last time. Oh goodness, we definitely need to have you in more regularly. Yeah,
and obviously today we're in here to kind of say some more exciting news. So it was just to kind of wrap up. It's really, really, there's mixed emotions, because a lot of people are sort of knowing that Laura has been by my side and a massive pillar of strength we've worked together for 8 years, but we've been actually side by side as a team for 6.
Yep.
So, massive hats off to her. And today's really just about gratitude, I guess, from me to her. And just, massive, massive thanks. And for all those that have been following her personally and through this little journey since 414, know that she's just about to leave. Pop.
I don't know if we can say it that way, but that's the way I've said it.
We're going that way.
I just wanted to clear up that this isn't a breakup episode. No. We're not coming in to say look, she's leaving us, and this is all this. This is an exciting time. This is the
and it's only temporary. It's only temporary.
Well,
it's the biggest thing. Yeah,
this is new life. This is a new member to the 414 family, and obviously her family.
Yeah, and we're really excited for her, and obviously her extended family, and our family, because obviously we're working a new family member to 414. But it's just a massive opportunity for us all to say thank you to her for what she's done since we've obviously joined 414 as well.
And what you two have achieved in the time you've been here at 414 is just crazy. Yeah. The amount of listings that you've brought in, and the way that you guys, work as a team, where you bring them in and get them up and running. Susan Laura manages the
back end.
The back end and keeps the ship just sort of cruising along. It's just stunning how it all comes together week in, week out with very little hiccups.
Oh, look,
it's a tight ship.
Ship, like you say, six years working together, 8 years of kind of a professional relationship it shows that a well-oiled machine has kind of been ticking along. And
I think that it's just a massive, I guess that I wouldn't have been able to do what I've done without her. So this is just a real, opportunity to say thank you for that. And, I guess for us to explain what the next, thing is. And
what I really like about it is knowing that, seeing how well you guys worked over the last 6 years. Aaron and we've been working almost 3 years together. It must be about to click for us.
Oh, man, we're so close.
We must be on the edge.
We'll be reading each other's minds soon.
This efficiency train that just takes out, because the last few years it's all over the place, but I feel we're close, mate.
Look, we've got 3 more, and if we can't hit it at that moment,
that might be a good segue. I reckon that's a perfect segue into this mentoring you.
So what does Suz 2.0 look like while Laura's on maternity leave, I guess, is what we're here to talk about today, and what we're really excited by.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. And I think this has been my lifelong kind of career before real estate. It's always been the joy of mentoring for me, and sort of looking at others and helping others soar. So that's, empowerment to me is such an amazing word.
Indeed.
And I've always loved sharing in joys, and just basically it's all being about the team and the team success and results.
Yeah, 1,000%.
You know, and you see how sort of I interact with the team before anyway. So it's all about us together as a team achieving amazing things here.
We have 12 sales consultants now, including yourself and me, Sue. So there's quite a team there.
Are you saying you're one of those?
Oh. Sorry for anyone that saw that on camera. I am Suz. I listed 3 this week. How many are on the books for you?
You're a superstar, mate. You're a superstar. I'm just showing you.
Yeah, and he's out.
I do want to get paid today, actually.
What I think is really exciting is that, because we have grown so big over the last 18 months, is that having someone that, has the skill like you do in that listing aspect and being able to draw on how you've managed to secure the listings that you do each and every week and pass that knowledge on to our staff, especially some of our new ones coming through.
Absolutely. So, it's obviously a respected role, and it's certainly not going to be a patronising one that we've been over that, and there's a lot of experience here, so we obviously tread delicately there. And so it's more for the new, we're obviously we love this term. We're in beast mode here at 414 now.
I actually love that. When we discussed having this episode, I thought we could just call it beast mode, like straight up. Like,
I'm actually thinking about adding it to my arm.
I think we all need one.
Surprise me, yeah.
That'll be the new induction thing. You have to get it tattooed on you to come on board. But I think it's a really exciting time. We've seen a lot of agents just be thrown into this industry, and it's quite daunting. But to be able to really give them that really sound foundation and just be able to, I think the biggest success that we found is really forming those nurturing relationships and the relationships for life, and all those 1%ers that we do that are just so different to anyone else, and just being able to, like I said to you, form that great foundation that really does make a great agent. And I think when the market is tightening like we're seeing now, that is the reason why you're going to be chosen, and just to be helping, and it is really going to make the difference of getting a great result in this market, rather than just an agent that isn't going to do those things and go that extra mile. So.
And I think that's what we really want to get across to the listeners today as well, is that even though you're moving into a bit more of a mentor type role, you're still going to be on the ground working your butt off as well.
I think absolutely that is the biggest thing we want to clear up. I think there's a lot of people out there sort of saying, what are you going to do and how's your role going to change? And that is the thing that we want to really make crystal clear today, that my role as a listing agent and my role right now is not changing. If anything, I'm always in listing obsession mode. That will never change and ever hasn't changed. And I think that's just the biggest thing that we need to just put out there today, that in fact it's going to be more supported, because I'm going to have the support of the whole entire sales team behind me now.
And I guess the only real thing that people will see differently is that there'll be another face joining you potentially at some of the listing appraisals.
Exactly.
And that'll be one of the other points of contact that people will start to learn
that we
and
feel
interact
sees
with.
fit and fits perfectly with that individual vendor. So obviously there's going to be a personality that fits with me with that vendor, that we will work really hard to make sure that entire fit is perfect for that vendor, which is quite clever to custom that.
Yeah, I guess the amazing thing is you kind of get 2 experts for the price of one.
Absolutely.
That you've already got somebody with the experience in that kind of area and suburb, and you can just be like, Sam, you are a superstar, rock star in Moona at the moment. I've got this person you're just going to jive with so well.
Yeah.
Let's team up. And I guess you see lots of other teams of real estate agents out there, but this is kind of a
really
floating roster
thing,
and customized. Yeah, love it.
It's very, very flexible, and it's going to be it's quite ingenious, really, and it's very fresh. I think it's going to be really good.
Apart from me, because apparently I must be untrainable by the sound of it.
You're too busy, mate, running the whole company, eh? I think the best thing is as well, we're just in such an exciting phase. I mean, just with your amazing ideas, with all just the tech stuff that's coming through from you, Pat's just extraordinary, and just all the support from the agents behind the scenes that you can do literally behind the scenes is just amazing what's coming through at the moment. So we're really fortunate to have that back, that we don't even have any idea that's going on. That's just it's really supportive for us. So
yeah, look, Aaron and I, we've been working on a fair few new ideas, and we are excited to get them to market. And I know these ideas will be game changers, and they will be ideas that'll help the team and yourself be able to secure listings, because it's going to be advertising that people are not used to seeing in the Hobart Marketplace, and how we're going to leverage it is going to be fantastic.
And I just think that that's what people are so excited about, because just we've literally turned real estate upside down, and from our branding to our colours to marketing and just our approach, and just literally everything we're doing from having our candles made and just, the coffee van and everything like that is just, there's just so much more extra that we're doing that just agents just aren't doing. And I think that's just, we've got to be giving back more, and we've got to be, doing those extra 1%ers that just a lot of people just aren't unbothered to do. And that's the difference with us. We're just prepared to go that extra mile to get the best result for our vendors, and that's what we're doing.
The one thing that I see amazing from the internal side of things is having kind of all these extra people kind of joining the company and the growth. Like, I don't know if we're going to talk about it today or we'll talk about it soon, but Pat's got a bunker almost that he's planning on popping in the. We're growing so fast that we're going to expand out into the car park with what we're calling the bunker at the moment, the bunker experiment. But to have all these extra people join the family and join the team, and it still feels like such a cohesive unit. You're not having all these internal battles of, this person's kind of stealing my stuff. Or
I think what I really love, like every time we introduce them, we obviously explain that there's someone new joining us. There's just such a warmth and just such a beautiful welcome. It's none of this, they're coming on, but they're going to steal our listings. There's not one negative comment ever. It's just a welcome. It's like a new family member's being born. Like it's just. There's not, again, it's just hats off again to the culture here. And I've said it time and time again, and I think it's due to the people that we're actually recruiting. And I said to Pat, this is a team moving forward is just so important who we do recruit here.
1,000%, yeah.
Because again, it's just hats off, because it is such a beautiful culture here. And again, if I can say this 9 months later, I'm just never been happier at a work environment. So
it's good to hear. We're always happy to have you here, Suz. You always bring life to the room, that's for sure.
It's funny, the week that you were down with the spicy cough, I think it was the quietest it's ever been, and everyone's coming in, it's like, well, why are they quiet around here? What's going on? It's just like, Suz isn't here. It's just like the life of the party. Even as
we've all lost a kilo too, probably.
Yeah, true. Well, even as Suz pulled up today, the doof was coming out of the Mustang.
A bit of Jack Harlow first class was built in.
There you go. Laurie's sitting there just being just like, oh man, Suz is getting pumped this morning. I said, she got the podcast, buddy, don't worry. We've got plenty of energy coming out of there.
But I think that's it. It's at the end of the day, what we do is it can and is very, it can be very stressful at times, and it's just that we've all got each other's back. And I think that's the thing, is that we've all, you come in every day, there's no negativity, it's just everyone's always got each other's back, and, there's never any...
I think that that comes down to a degree as well, because like you said, we've recruited the right staff, that everyone gets along, and that's obviously a big key factor when we choose who to bring into the organisation. But I think as well, people don't stress about losing that listing to one of the new agents, because we've been lucky that we're actually generating so many opportunities that everyone's getting a fair slice and a fair go.
I just think in general, though, we've just got that. Everyone's just so lovely that they're just, that's just their mindset in life, that there's just, they're just happy to see everyone do well. And I think with my new role as well, that will just increase that, and just to see everybody just lifting and just being able to, for me, just to see everybody earning the best that they can and doing the best for the vendors and the company just doing the best. That's just, going to lift that as well even more. So.
Indeed. Before we kind of sign off today, I just kind of wanted to, there's been a bit of talk around the office of like what's happening with the market at the moment. Can we just kind of give a little market update on things that are going on out there?
Throwing us under the bus.
I just wanted to see what we thought was gonna happen post-election and stuff.
I had a really good chat with the vendor yesterday. The question was, look, do we hold off? Do we pull the trigger now? And I think the thing is, like, Pat, we had a sales meeting this week and just covered on that, if I may, Pat. And the thing is, Hobart's still in for a good year. So, I think the media just love to scare people. I think, we are telling people and definitely being clear with vendors that you are probably in for a little bit longer on market. So days on market are stretching out. Don't expect just to have your home snabbled up at the first open home. That's just not. So now is the time to choose the most amazing agent that you can. That's going to work the buyers better, that's going to do the 1%ers to get the most, the most buyers to your property, and that's going to work the buyers, I guess, the best they can. And I guess, we've seen a lot of new agents come on in this make hay while the sun shines market. and they haven't done the hard yards, so they don't know how to work a hard market. So be really careful who you choose to list your home at this time.
I did see a Tom Panos video just last week where he was basically saying all these agents that have come on in the hot market should go back to KFC to their management roles there, because if you're not ready to do the hard work, you're not going to get any success when things do get a bit tougher.
I'm really glad I started in a really tough market back, like I said, nearly 8 years ago when it was really, really tough. We had more buyers than sellers, and, and the same thing, more sellers than buyers, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds easy.
The other way around. And we treated them like gold, and, that's the thing. We've had literally the role reversal of that for the last sort of 5 years or more. And you just don't know, for a lot of those agents, they just don't know how to work in a tough market. So it's going to be hard. I feel for them because they're just not going to know how to work at
At least, luckily here at 414, we have got quite a few staff members that have been through a downturn. So
we actually have,
it's going to work really well because there'll be agents that haven't experienced it yet, but they will be able to draw
absolutely
knowledge and draw ideas from the agents that have been through it, and
of course,
and how you navigate that. Like, I had a meeting with Aaron yesterday in regards to a property that he was wanting to price reduction on. Never done one before. How do I do a price reduction? Well, it's easy. Let's talk it through. But it's just like bewildering. He's like, I've had no one inquire on this property. What do I do? And I was like, we need to adjust the price. Now, we're not saying to any client out there that they're not going to get what they want for the home, but we need to make it
a price
improvement to be able to get the people through so that we can work with the buyers and hopefully get a great result. But
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it's just, you kind of forget that when it's been so long, it's such a good market. There's agents out there that have never experienced a price reduction, never experienced a stalemating negotiation where one buyer won't come up anymore and the vendor won't move anymore, and you're 20 grand apart, and that's the difference between you getting paid or not. And there's so many different scenarios out there where new agents haven't experienced that. But yeah, we're lucky. You've got yourself, Suz, me. You've got Dad, John, Chris, Martin. Like, they've all been. Laurie, the ex. Was Laurie? Yeah, he probably was in the last. Yeah.
Laurie's been before a strong market.
Yeah, so you've got those people that know what it takes to get the job done in the hard market.
And not only that, we're in an agency where we all cross-sell as well. So, we've always, if we've got a buyer, we pass it on to someone that, so that's the thing as well. We don't just look after ourselves. So
yeah. So look, I guess in a nutshell, your original question is, how is the market going? It's still going strong.
Yep.
It's just a little bit different to what it was.
Look, I wasn't trying to throw you under the bus and say tell us that everything's doom and gloom. I guess it's interesting time. I know you've had a few emails from people asking do I listen now? Or federal election's always a fun game.
Well,
I think after this weekend, people will sort of, they'll know what's going on, and then they're always sort of hesitant to do anything prior to knowing what government's going to get in. So.
And so, we'll get that out of the way, get things rolling again. Hobart's still got plenty of people that want to live here. So,
and do you know what as well? This is another one, because a lot of people out there listening, if we've got anyone listening.
Jeez, that's two stats in one episode. Jesus.
Just jokes. In winter, I love selling.
We're talking to you, Jeff, our only listener. Glad you joined us again, mate.
That's a bit of a sexy voice. That
was radio
Jeff. I love selling in winter. I love selling homes in winter because everyone holds off until spring, and then you're in competing with a million other vendors. So sell your home in winter.
I don't mind that. Yeah,
because you're competing with a lot less other vendors, and unless you've got an amazing garden that looks just banging in spring, sell your home in winter. You're a lot less.
I tell you what, though, selling in winter is good as well from the rain aspect. Like those downpours we had a couple of weeks ago.
You don't have to do a building inspection because you'll know if there's a problem with flooding.
Imagine going to a house that you've got your eye on, and that downpour is absolutely hammering down, and you can see the house is bone dry. Or the water's all running a million miles away from the house.
Or you find out about heating, which is another good one. We're having an issue where we can't warm the kids' bedrooms at the moment. I'm just like, what are we going to do about this? If you're looking into a house and wondering things like that, winter's a great time to find out whether it can retain its heat or lose its heat.
Yeah. It's a really good time to have a coffee van because people stay around more and they want to drink coffee and all that stuff. So anyway.
So I think we've decided as a collective group,
winter is the best time to sell.
Give us a call, guys. Hit us up.
Oh, good. Well, before we sign off, we do want to shout out our gratitude to Laura once again, and just say that good luck on the next adventure that you're about to undertake, which is motherhood.
The most important role yet.
Indeed, it is. Something that changes your life forever. I'm sure that it's going to be an eye-opening and amazing experience for you.
Absolutely.
We look forward to you on the other side of your maternity leave.
Coming back.
Indeed.
Awesome.
Excellent. Thank you so much,
Thanks
Suz.
for having me, guys. It's been a pleasure.
I'm so glad we got you back in. It's a room full of
See you
energy.
next Wednesday.
We'll catch you then. Yes.
I don't think John's back yet, so sure.
See you next Wednesday.
Excellent. Thank you to all our listeners.
Have a good day,
We'll be
guys.
back next week, we promise. Jeff,
Our one
Shout
listener.
out to you, Jeff. You're one listener.
Have a good
Pat,
day,
don't
Jeff.
go sell some homes.
See you guys.
Bye.
See ya. You have been listening to The Property Pod, recorded and edited by 414 Media House in conjunction with 414 Property Co.
This podcast is general information only, and the thoughts and views expressed is the opinion of our panel, and listeners should always seek then use their own investigation into any topic we discuss to ensure they fully understand their own situation.
It does not constitute and should not be relied on as purchasing, selling, financial or investment advice or recommendations, express or implied, and it should not be used as an invitation to take up any agent or investment services. No investment decision or activity should be undertaken on the basis of this information without first seeking qualified and professional advice.